A very good morning. I'm P. Beulah Prasanna Kumari, Assistant Professor from Mallaradi Engineering College. And for today's topic, it is marketing management, and I'm going to speak about marketing mix. Marketing mix. Marketing mix is a combination of variables that a business uses to carry out its marketing strategy and meet customer needs. The marketing mix is also known as tailoring of the product. So here we are going to see few P's, which are commonly called as 4 P's: product, price, place, and promotion. The marketing mix tools are available to the business to gain the reaction it is seeking from its target market in relation to its market objectives. The updated and extended 4 P's are also included, which are known as 7 P's. Apart from price, product, place, and promotion, we also included people, process, and physical environment. Now, traditional 4 P's are extended to cope up with today's changing environment. The 4 P's: promotion, product, place, and price, where here we are trying to tailor the product according to the need of the customer. For example, if a cloth is being given to a tailor to stitch 2 dresses for a mom and a child, he need to take certain measurements of the mom and child, and then he need to go for the stitching. He just cannot assume the things and then go for the stitching and make a common sizes for both of them. If that is so, then both the dresses will become waste. So the only thing that he could do is take the proper measurements of each person, then according to them, the output has to be made. So in marketing mix also, we are trying to incorporate few features, qualities, discounts, assortments, public relations, marketing, promotions. We are trying to do certain changes so that it would be feasible for the final consumer. Let us discuss about the marketing mix, the product. Here, the product basically we concentrate on design, technology, its usefulness, convenience, value, quality, packaging, branding, what are the accessories that we are required, and warranties. Product. Product refers to the functions and features of a good or service. Product should able to satisfy the need of the customer. Product also includes a range of factors such as packaging, quality, warranties, after-sale services, and branding. The firm must come up with a product or service that people will want to buy. It must fulfill some needs or wants. It must be, or at least seems to be, unique. Product is basically divided into 3 main cores. One is core product, actual product, augmented product. Core product means the benefit that we are going to receive from the product. Actual product could deal with color, style, branding, fashion, quality, etc. The augmented products are the extra features that have been added to it, like the customer care, finances, installation, services, after delivery, warranties, etc. Now, let us deal with the product life cycle. Every product has its own cycle. The product, whatever we are seeking for a new change, we usually go with certain R&D, that is your research and development. So once the proper research and development is done based on the customer's perception and requirement, we're going to modify the product and then we're going to launch into the market. Then once the product is been launched, then it enters into growth stage, then into maturity. And once people feel that there is too much of utility and when they want to go with some variety, then slowly it becomes decline. So the different stages, let us go once again. Development, actually with reference to your prices or cost or sales, we have to think about high cost but no sales, because in development we are only introducing, we are only putting on more sale, we are spending too much of money in proper research and development. And as there are no sales at the initial stages, we can't expect any profits. Launch stages, high expenditure because we have to spend money on promotion, product development, and because we are going to concentrate more on the potential customers, there may be very few or low sales. The third one is your growth, where sales increases, the product should have a break-even point. That means whatever that we were seeking for, assured for, whether we have reached to that particular point or not. Comes your maturity. Here we talked about sales stability, less expenditure on promotion needed because already people are already aware in the market that some product is already existing and it is giving certain benefits to the customer. Revenue and profit should be high. Decline. Sales decline extension strategies can be adopted for the product to withdraw. For example, pager. Yes, there was one period of time when you had, there were many people, many customers who were taking up the product. But later, when the mobile has been added with the feature of messaging and all, yes, now pager became a declined product. Extension strategy should maintain or increase sales. They include modifying the product. They need to reduce the price. Some features should be added. Promotion to a different market sector. Now, these are few examples how we are dividing into the product or service or a brand. For example, if we have to take a BMW car, the core product is freedom to travel, and the actual product is product. So, why we have taken different examples and where it actually launches with. Let us go with the second P, that is price. Now here price, when we are taking up with skimming, penetration, psychological, cost plus, and loss leader, etc. Now what do you mean by price and what it depends on? The price basically depends on the cost to make it, the amount of profit desired, and other objectives of the business, the price competitors charges, the price customers are willing to pay. Is there a high demand? Is the demand sensitive to changes in price? So these are all the things that we need to verify before we go with the pricing. The price must be one of the customer thinks is good value for money. This is not the same as being cheap. Prices have a great psychological effect on customers. The pricing strategies could be weighted based on international, comparative study, or cost plus. Let us discuss who are price leaders or who are price takers. Now, price leaders, businesses that dominate the market can often dictate the price charged for a product. Other businesses follow this lead. Who are the price takers? The businesses have to charge the market price. This is often the case where there are many small firms competing against each other. Pricing strategies and tactics. Yes, guys, we have few strategies that have to be implemented to gain the market share. Let us discuss the first one as skimming. Now, skimming is launching with a high price when there is a little competition, then reducing the price later. This is often used with technology. Let us take an example of Sony. Sony is a brand more with technology. It is the first product which always releases its upgraded products into the market. It always launches with a high price, but as and when the competitors enters, then slowly it reduces the price to give a tough competition to its competitors. The second one, let us deal with penetration. Now, what do you mean by penetration? Low price charged initially to penetrate the market and build brand loyalty. Prices then increased. Example, introductory offers on the magazines. So what are they doing here? They're slowly starting up with a lower price and slowly they're introducing the higher prices. Now that can be taken as an example is your Continental Coffee. Initially, they have launched with a very low price, but as the customers were going on increasing, the price of the product has been increased. Now, we also, what comes with competition? A similar price is charged to that of the competitors' products. Milk is the best example that we can take. Let us take as Amul product, or you take up Heritage or Sangam, Vijaya. Almost all the prices for all the market products, normal pasteurized milk, comes with the same prices. Now, what about your loss leader? Products may be sold at a price lower than the cost to produce it, often used by supermarkets to encourage people into the store where it is hoped they will buy other products. Now, that can be taken an example of your DMarts. That is again one of the best retail store, which is helping us to encourage the customers to come up with other products too. Psychological, yeah, guys. This is the one which always makes a buyer to feel psychologically relieved. Now, this was the first launched basically by Bata, where you can see just an example where 33.99 or 99 rupees instead of 100, 399 rupees instead of 400. There's only a psychological feel where we feel happy to go with the price, even though it is just a 1 rupee lesser to its original price, but still customers are relaxed to take that particular price. Rising mix, how will we just concentrate things? So when the price is low and the quality is low, it falls under economic. When the price is high and when the quality is low, it is skimming. When the price is high and the quality is low, we fall it under penetration. And when both the quality and price are high, then we call that as a premium product. Let us go with the third, that is your promotion. Promotion always plays a very important role, guys. And here we are dealing up with advertising, endorsements, we use our trailers, market mailing, leaflets or posters, free gifts, competitions, joint ventures. This, under promotion, we use certain strategies to make the consumer aware of the existence of the product or service. We're just not advertising. The main aim of promotion. The main aim of promotion are to raise awareness, encourage sales, create or change a brand image, maintain market share, and increase the market share. So the main marketing communication mix that we are dealing up with is the personal selling, public relations, direct marketing, sales promotion, and advertising. Now, what do you mean by above the line promotion and below the line promotion? So let us go with it. Above the line promotion. This uses advertising media over which a firm has no direct control. Example, television, radio, newspapers. Now, let us discuss with below the line promotion. This uses promotional media which the firm can control. Example, direct mails, sales promotion, sponsorship, etc. Let us go with a small message that carries with your promotional things. Promotional always talks about ARDA, which means grab attention, stimulate interest, create desire, and promote action. Until and unless we create this, the customer is not ready to take up the product. Now, the promotional activities that are included are advertising. Examples are your TV, your billboards, internet. Sales promotion. Sales promotion, basically we go with your loyalty cards, discounts, gift coupons, free gifts. Then sponsorships, a business pays to be associated with another firm's events or cause. Then direct mailing, promotional material is sent to promotional customers either by post or through email. Public relations, building the relationship between the firm and the public by enhancing its reputation. Now, most businesses use a combination of different promotional activities. The chosen promotional mix will always depend on the cost, the target market, the product, and the competitors. Last but not the least, let us go with the fourth one, that is place. Now, place deals with wholesale, mail order, internet, direct sales, peer-to-peer, and multi-channel. Place means by which products and services get from producer to consumer and where they can be accessed by the consumer. The more places to buy a product and the easier it is made to buy it, the better for the business and the consumers. Products should be conveniently available for customers to buy. So places include stores, mail orders, telesales, internet. The use of e-commerce, which has grown massively over recent years, Flipkart, Amazon, Meesho, and right now many of them are going with online purchases and sales. We have different channels that can be used to reach your final consumers. Let us go the sequence. The first one, when the product is directly sent from the manufacturer to the consumer. The second one, where you have a third party who is entering, is no other than a retailer. Now, what is the interest of a retailer? Now, retailer is being encouraged either by giving certain discounts or certain price benefit. So, the manufacturer, when he feels burdened to reach to the consumer, he'll reach to the retailer. Now, the retailer will add his cost plus price, and that amount, that discounted price or the credit, from there, the product will reach to the final consumer. Let us go with the third. Here, we are there with two different levels of intermediaries who are entered. From manufacturer to the wholesalers, from the wholesalers to the resellers, from the resellers to the consumers. Now, what is the benefit of these two? Yes, the benefit here is both of them are getting benefited with certain amount of price. So, the manufacturer will give his product to the wholesaler. From wholesaler, the retailer will purchase the product, and finally to the consumer. The last level. Here in this level, we have three different intermediaries which are included. Those are wholesalers, jobbers, and retailers. So what is happening here? The manufacturer is manufacturing the product, and that is being sold to the wholesaler. From the wholesaler to the jobber, or you can also call him as an agent, from then to the retailer, and then to the consumer. So these are the four different levels of channels of um, channels of distribution which can be helpful to reach your final consumer. I hope the marketing mix was done in a nicer way. I mean, you all understood this. Apart from this, we also have people, physical evidence, and also your processing which are included apart from the four P's. So these three P's will be added for your next slide, for your next thing. So overall, before I wind up this session, I just want to brief you once again, saying that the whole promotion mix is made up of four different P's, that is price, place, promotion, and product. All four plays a very important role in coming up with the product, and we need to tailor this product. Only when the product is properly trained, then the customer is ready to receive the product. Thank you all.